I began life as a fairly well-to-do ranch kid. And I watched my parents go from having everything a family needs to be comfortable to having nothing. When my parents passed away, they ended up living with me in my house because they had no money, no way to support themselves at the end of their life. And I watched the pain in my father's eyes when he looked at me and thought, I'm a failure, I'm living with my kid. And I knew I needed to be of service still, and the best way I could be of service was teach people what I knew, which was the financial industry. How do you save? Sometimes that's the biggest thing I have to teach people is this is how you put a nickel away for every dollar you make. To some people that seems like impossible. And so I knew I had a specific skill set that would allow me to be of service to my community, and that was where it was. I was not going to be a surgeon, I was not going to be a marriage counselor, I was going to be a financial coach. And I have to really fulfill my true purpose in life, and how I found to do that is to help people with their financial life and get them to the end of days in better condition than my parents. I decided to join Mathies Financial Partners because I was looking for another way to be of service. I had spent 20 years in a service career, and I was looking for some way to be of service for the rest of my working life. And when I found Mathies Financial Partners, I said, oh my goodness, this is what I'm looking for. I can turn people's financial lives in the right direction, and I can do this for a very long time. Mathies Financial Partners is different because we are family. We are not blood relatives, but we are closer as a group than any family you'll ever meet. So when you come in, you can deal with any of us, and we're all on the same page. Jeff is somebody that believes in service to others, who has a heart of gold, and that is extremely rare, and in general, and even rarer in the financial industry. And I found this man that cares more about his family and his community than he does about himself. And my wife has asked me, are we sure? Do we need to run the DNA test to make sure you two aren't brothers? Because we clicked. We clicked right from the beginning, and it was the best decision I've made in recent memory to come to work with Jeff and to let him fulfill his dream of helping as many people in the financial industry as he possibly could. If I was talking to an investor in their 30s or 40s, I would say time is still on your side to do things right, because time is the biggest asset an investor has. So if you get with it in your 30s and 40s, you're going to be able to be comfortable in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So when I meet with clients, my younger clients, I talk to them about a plan, because we don't want to see them the day after they retire and ask me, what do I do now? I want to see you in your 30s and 40s so I can work a plan for you. Now, what's going to be in that plan? Your taxes in the future, your income in the future, your health concerns in the future. That's what the plan needs to encompass. The MyFit process is a very holistic approach to the financial world. The first thing I like to do when I sit down with a client is get to know them. I want to know your hopes and dreams for the future. I don't want to know how much money you have. I want to know what your hopes are. What are your plans? Do you have a plan? Those are the things that the MyFit process addresses. What do you want and need out of life? What do you want and need out of retirement? And how can we get there?